I thought it would be helpful to go check out what all the cool churches are doing.
These are still the cool churches?
I think they're cool. Look at this is Mosaic they're in LA.
Yeah, Mosaic is very artsy.
Very, very lots of Gen Z going on right here, and it's cool. I like how, again, that's why they're part of the cool church list right now. A lot of folks are looking at the style of this, being like, hey, how do we get the same look as a Mosaic where it's like brighter? It kind of looks colorful because they just have a bunch of color lights turned on.
That I was going to say that mustache is definitely Gen Z.
Dude, when are we old because we have beards?
I don't even have the mustache.
You don't even have.
My wife won't kiss me if I have a mustache, so that's my reasoning behind it. So
I was asking my wife about it. I think, okay, I'm going to try to reduce my body fat percentage by 5%, then I'll do the mustache. Okay? You guys heard it here first. I'm going to go for it.
And then buy the baggy pants.
Yes.
The baggier pants.
I'm going to go full Gen Z on you guys. It's going to be awesome. I might have to get some glasses as well. So, yeah, look at this. So, there's no key lighting. This is horrible. Yeah. Mosaic, what are you doing? Why is it purple?
They care less about their live stream than they do in person.
Okay, there we go. They do have good key lights.
Well, they do the key lights for the sermon, right?
Yeah,
but for worship, they're not shooting their worship necessarily for online. I mean, having said that, that's a creative choice, right? We've said that on the channel that you could have a creative choice of non-color lights on your face. It looks a little weird online.
Yeah, but so I think the theory here is for worship, we don't need to spotlight singers because
it's not about the singers.
It's not about the singers. Is there an element of worship leading that gets missed out if you don't really see a worship leader's face and expression very clearly? Does that matter or not?
You're going to get into a much deeper conversation there because I would argue that most of the people at home probably aren't worshiping, right?
Yeah.
They're watching. So, yeah.
No, but I'm even talking for in the room.
Oh, in the room. Okay.
Maybe I should just show up here and experience myself.
Yeah.
I've thought about that, actually, an idea to do like undercover Churchfront.
Undercover Churchfront. I
like just show up randomly to these churches.
We get the glasses with the camera in
I have some. I have Ray-Bans.
I know you haven't bought me one yet.
Nope. Okay, so let's look at. Okay, let me pause it. These Gen Z camera operators can't keep an angle for more than 2 seconds here. Okay, so this look, it's very color. It's very overexposed. It looks like garbage. That is the trend, people. Garbage. Just kidding. It's artistic. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay, projection screen.
That's interesting.
No fancy LED screen here.
This is one of the larger churches in LA, one of the more influential churches probably in California, I would argue, and they do not have a video wall.
Yep. Looking at their PA up here, it's kind of hard to see on the top, but looks like a point source rig of some sort.
It could be a downfill on a...
Yeah. I mean, the other notable thing about their lights is the use of these little light box looking things. I'll try to find a good angle of it. It's very...
Doing a ton of backlighting for worship.
Yep.
Ton of silhouetting.
Yep.
See, a lot of churches with people older than 25, which isn't necessarily... I know McManus is over the 25 mark, but if you shown lights that big from in people's faces at my church, it'd be nothing but complaints.
Yeah.
So you got to fit your culture. Like those lights wouldn't work in my room for my space, but I do like these front lights. This was a trend, and it's interesting they're still doing it, but they were doing this for like Carrie Joe music videos and stuff. They had it's basically a giant softbox. It's a huge sheet on a frame, and it just creates this super, super soft lighting. Having said that, that's going to completely wash out that projector. So I wonder do they not use the projector when Erwin's up there? They do.
Erwin doesn't strike me as the type of guy who uses slides.
Yeah.
He gets up there and he just does Erwin. Yeah. He's just one of those guys. He can just talk.
He's a phenomenal communicator.
Yeah. Maybe they're not showing any slides here, so I can't see it. The other thing, Gen Z, you guys are putting some little text here on the bottom.
Yeah.
Four lines of lower thirds text.
You wonder if they're using the same slides in-house and live stream and they just don't want to do 2 lines. Because, yeah, that's small writing. If you're watching on your computer or maybe a TV, maybe a large TV, you're probably okay. But if you're watching that on your iPhone, that's tough to read.
Okay, let's do a listening demo.
I give you my soul, you can have it all.
The hard part when you don't have for light on a subject is you can't pull focus very easily.
No, that is 100%
As
true.
you can tell.
Cause I'm desperate for your presence.
Yeah, sounds okay.
I don't love it. I mean, for as good as they are, like,
Well, that's what I mean. It's but they're probably not. My guess, though, it's like it's a live stream. We're not trying to do like.
Yeah,
there's some churches that are like, we want our live stream to sound just like our albums.
but it's LA. There's probably 20 sound guys that go to their church that are better than me.
That's a good point. It is healthy. That's a good point, but it's good. It's good. Okay.
There's a lot of room there. The good thing, like from a good perspective, first off, some of the best singers in the world, I think her name is Mariah, right? Mm-hmm. Erwin's daughter. She's one of my favorite singers ever. But great singers, a lot of room mic. And so even though the mix itself isn't maybe my favorite, and it almost sounds like zero reverb on that guy's lead vocal, which tends to make live streams tough to listen to. There's so much room there that it's more forgiving. So room mics do make your live stream much more forgiving.
Yep. Moving on to the next cool church, we've got Jesus Image in Orlando. I really like watching their live streams and listening to it. It's really good. It sounds incredible. I think the mix
a different look.
I think mix is on par with like Bethel.
Yeah.
Audio, like it's pretty much there. And then I think it's cool. You can just tell watching this stream, like there is really cool stuff happening there in the room. Again, I'm not a part of a very charismatic flag. Almost said wag flag waving church, but I can appreciate it. I grew up in a Pentecostal church, and it's cool. I love the other thing. When I look at this service, there's lots of light in the room.
There's a lot of light in the room. They're not trying to hide anything.
No,
it's our new Churchfront saying, right? It looks good even with the work lights on.
Exactly. They got a choir. I think this is a cool view.
Yeah.
So you got a couple line arrays here.
Pews.
You've got
Are those
pew. So this is like this isn't. I don't think the church. I don't think they own this space. They're building a space. We talked about that in another video, but they're just. I think they're just leasing this space because they've been growing a lot over the past few years. So they've kind of moved from different space to different space. So this is what they're doing worship at on Sundays, at least right now. They've got other things they do during the week. But yeah, when you go through and play through some of it and listen to it, it's super impressive on their channel.
It's interesting how much top light they have that it's lighting up the first 3 rows. I don't know if that's their key light, if they're just using a giant.
Well, look at these washes like up here. I think these washes are getting
like it's everything till the first 2 rows of people.
Yep. So let's listen to it.
Oh, break out and praise. Let your shout up.
Did you hear that? Back that up. Listen for the click.
Oh, break out and praise. Let your shout up.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. So Gen Z wants to bring the choirs back to church.
Well, they don't want to bring the choir. My parents and grandparents' choirs back. That's for sure. That choir is singing like one, maybe two parts.
Yeah. Nice and it's simple. It's clean.
Yeah. I love.
Very hard to pull focus when you're moving around so much.
Well, then I've always been a fan of like autofocus cameras for church live streams because most volunteers don't know how to pull focus while they're moving anyways.
I think one reason why they have so much light on in there is so that when they're like getting shots like this of the congregation, you can actually see people.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'll say this, of the two so far, I mean, this from a visual perspective is much more my style. I would much rather see faces and see expressions, and I like the light in here. Now, obviously, they're going for different things between the two churches, but yeah, I like these guys. I mean, I'm not gonna pick up a flag anytime soon. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm just not a flag guy.
On to the next cool church, Upper Room. I believe they are in Dallas, in the great nation of Texas. This is a cool space. Look at that.
Yeah.
Have you seen this before?
No.
I think they just recently built this. And it looks like, wow, are these all speaker arrays right there? Maybe they have an immersive system. Are those speakers going around the perimeter of the room? Kind of looks like it.
There might be delays too, though.
Well, those are definitely delays. No, but look at these back here. They look like they're facing like these. Those look like speakers.
Yeah,
facing behind from behind.
If you work at Upper Room Church and are watching this, hit us up for a tech tour. We'd love to see what kind of system you're running.
Yeah. Again, similar to Jesus' image, lots of light.
Yeah.
I love they have natural light. So there's these big windows here somewhere. There we go. Right behind here. Gen Z wants light. They want the windows.
The natural light's great until you have to try and be adjusting on the fly as a camera person in the middle of the worship set.
You just get
exposure.
You just get the Blackmagic Pixis 15K Pro Ursa Mini Max Constellation ISO, and you'll have all you'll have 55 stops at dynamic range. So now I can see. I'm looking out the window. I can see. That's actually pretty blown out, but that's pretty. Well, it's still good. They're still they're probably using. I mean, maybe they're using some sort of cinema camera, but that's a pretty cool shot right there.
I mean, there's not a lot of fall off on that.
Okay, they for sure, and that looks
f-stop is
that looks like that looks like a DMB logo on those speakers up there. My guess is it's a DMB system. I could be wrong. Let us know. I like it. And of course, everybody knows, like, you can go listen to Upper Room's worship. But again, you could see all the people, right? You could look at those garage doors. Those are doors that open, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's a cool space. I would like to know who that architect is because I'm very impressed. Yeah, they have very cinematic shots here.
This is their main worship venue.
Yeah.
This isn't like a multi-purpose room that they're using.
I think they're also, don't they have like a prayer ministry that goes on a lot, and they do a lot. It says Sunday morning service. This is their main worship venue. It's interesting too, the layout of the room. It's an odd shaped room.
In the balcony area. Oh, from a managing like sound perspective,
bro, that's nothing that another $100,000 of DMB speakers can't solve.
Yeah. Which is like what, 7 speakers?
You can bring pristine audio anywhere.
You can. You just need to know how to do it and have the budget for it.
Okay, this is interesting too. It's funny when they're speaking people, and the shots are like super cinematic.
Is this like, during worship? Here,
ladies and gentlemen,
play the audio real quick.
Okay, this is
to pray what you hear the Father.
Okay, they're like praying and stuff, but it's like, hey, go sign up for the women's ministry. It's like a super, like, that's a very tight headshot. Really, really up in there. I can see the nostril hairs on the worship leader. But this is another place I just want to go and visit and experience it. So they got the night. Oh, you know what? One thing I notice is, okay, so they got this big LED screen behind them, but it's off most of the time. You get some text there.
On. Oh yeah, a little bit.
Very minimalistic. You could see they put it looks like white text on the black screen and the black text on the white background there. But yeah, super clean. That's one of the benefits of a LED screen too. It's like when it's off, it's like black.
Yeah, it goes away.
I like this the other thing I like is this architectural lighting of this like ring around the room. See that? I think that changes color. See how it's like, well, I don't know if that is because the white balance changed, but it's definitely lit.
Yeah, it's definitely at least LED strip lighting all the way around the room like that.
And I think that is another cool idea for churches to explore. So
LED strip lighting can be relatively affordable if you DIY it. So
yeah. Dude, are those all subs right there too? You get the rays and the subs right behind it. I bet it sounds phenomenal.
D&B speakers are some of my favorite.
Yeah, you can tell though, they probably renovated an existing building because you got these random poles in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. And just the whole garage door thing, that makes me feel like this is like almost like a lunch meeting space entrance. Yeah,
I mean, or both. They probably set it up so they can move the chairs and they can do events in it like there too.
Yeah.
So
it's interesting. That's why it makes me wonder if like this is a temporary space while they build another sanctuary. That's why I was asking, because this is it's a very interesting building.
Yeah, look at all those speakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They probably have like 24 speakers just around the peripherals of the room. The reason why people are doing this immersive sound is you can do like virtual reverbs in the room. So you hear your main vocalist coming from in front of you, and then you can hear the space of the vocals around you. So you can have a very dead room that gives you ultimate control as a mix engineer, but then you can make it sound much bigger than it is. Oh, there's the flags.
Yeah.
Jesus flag.
When we demoed the immersive sound thing at Fulcrum, that was a really cool experience. It's an interesting concept that like your reverb, instead of it coming out of your left-right channels like we're so used to mixing normal music, like the reverb, almost none of it comes out of your left-right channels because the reverb responds as if you were playing music in a specific space. And so it just adds that space's reverb to your mix in the room coming from the direction that it would come from, which is just such an interesting concept.